Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Wifed Up Coach. My name is Angela and I teach the art of femininity and how to marriage. So on today's video, I am going to be talking about the 3 mistakes that women make in dating. So I'm going to get right into this video. Okay, so mistake number 1 is exclusivity. So I mean exclusivity in 2 forms. The first one I mean is being exclusive with the man before he has proposed to you. Now that is the one that I often talk about in my Facebook group and on my blog. However, there is another one that is even more common where women are becoming exclusive with men who have not even asked them to even be their girlfriend, yes, their girlfriend, who have not even had any conversations of exclusivity. And these women are shutting down all their options and are deciding to commit themselves to one man when they're all married. He has not asked you to be in an exclusive relationship. This is detrimental, as you can probably perceive, because it puts undue pressure on the man. And you are forcing him to sign up for something that he did not sign up for, right? If he has not had a conversation about exclusivity with you, then that means that he is not there yet. And that means that he is most likely mingling. He believes he's single, or he is single, and he is mingling. And therefore, if you're not on the same page as him, then he feels the pressure and that turns him off, and most men withdraw. So the best thing to do in this situation is to never ever assume anything in dating, especially exclusivity. If there has not been any conversations of exclusivity, then please remember you are single and free to mingle. And as you know, I don't even believe that you should engage in the traditional exclusivity of boyfriend and girlfriend. And those who are familiar with me know why. I go into details about this in my book, but I always advocate doing things to avoid the girlfriend trap. And so sometimes, you know, you can get it, you put yourself in those situations where you can be a long time girlfriend, which is not really what you want to be if you want to be a wife. So you have to date strategically. And that is what I speak about more and more in my book. But for the sake of this video, and what this video is about, is never ever assume exclusivity of any kind unless a direct conversation has been discussed and brought up by him. If he doesn't bring it up, then you assume you are single, and you assume that he is single, and you assume that you guys are both free to mingle. Otherwise, you will cause yourself a lot of undue heartache, and a lot of expectations will come into play that will wreak havoc on your heart. Okay, and I'm going to go into expectations a little bit later, but in order to not be disappointed, it is best that you assume that I am single and I can date whoever I want, and he is single and he can date whoever he wants, because I want you to understand that he is dating whoever he wants. If he has not asked you for exclusivity, that's because he is not exclusive with you. Even if he may not be dating someone, mentally he is single and he is keeping his options open. Okay, so I believe that it is women's best interest to do the same. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is words versus actions. So what I want you to do is understand that men, their language is action oriented, right? So masculine energy is a doing energy, right? Feminine energy is a being energy. Feminine energy is more associated with expression and words. Masculine energy is associated with action, doing things, giving, things like that. So For a man to invest himself into you, he has to be using his masculine energy, which means he has to be doing things. He has to be proving himself. So if he isn't doing things for you and he isn't proving himself to you, then he most likely isn't serious about you. He isn't investing himself, and he's most likely isn't going to take you serious. He probably has an agenda of maybe sex or something short term. But if you don't, quote unquote, make a man work for it, then his heart isn't invested. What comes easy to men, especially in the form of relationships and women, they just really take for granted, unfortunately. So if a man is able to get you just by using words and just by saying nice things and using game, then he's not really invested, because he used his feminine energy to get you, because words and expressing yourself is feminine. It's feminine energy, I should say. So he uses feminine energy in order to get you. And if he uses his feminine energy in order to get you versus his masculine energy of doing things, proving things, taking you out, showing up, being consistent, then it doesn't affect him in his heart, and he's not invested, right? So if you want a man to be invested in you, you have to hold him accountable to being in his masculine energy. So you just can't take him for what he says, right? You have to allow him the space to prove it. So if a man is saying, oh, I miss you, I love you, we're going to move in together, we're going to get married, but his actions are showing something completely different, believe his actions and hold him accountable to those actions, okay? Hold him accountable to those actions. If a man is saying that he wants you to be his girlfriend, but you still find him on dating websites or texting other women and things like that, then he isn't taking the situation seriously, right? If he says that he loves spending time with you, he loves being around you, he loves hanging out with you, but he only sees you once every 2 weeks, once a month, right? His words and his actions aren't aligning, right? If a man is like, hey, you're so beautiful, you're so gorgeous, hey, come over to my house, and you go, and he got you over to his house just by saying some flowery words, he cannot, and he will not take you seriously. Even if you guys do not have sex, right? But especially if you do have sex, if you made it that easy for him, right? Because he used zero masculine energy. He absolutely did nothing to get you, right? He literally just said a couple nice things. He just put a couple flowery, poetic words together, and you swooned and fell head over heels. He will also think you're desperate, right? That you were that easy. So definitely mistake number 2 is listening to his words instead of his actions. And this is in every stage of the relationship, up into getting married and everything like that, right? If you've been together years and years and he's like, yeah, I'm going to marry you, I'm going to marry you, but his actions are telling you that that's nowhere near the future, believe his actions, okay? Ladies, so that's mistake number 2. Mistake number 3 is expectations. So a lot of women go into dating with these heavy, heavy expectations. And I need everyone to remember, and this is something that I repeat often, single until married, single until married. If you just repeat that mantra, if you also repeat that I can't be disappointed if I don't expect anything. Now, I'm not saying that you should just let someone treat you any kind of way. Definitely not. You definitely hold true to your standards. You definitely hold true to your boundaries. But expectations are not about you. They're about other people, right? Your boundaries are about, I will not put up with this. I will not put up with that. But expectations are about, I expect this person to do that. I expect that person to do this. So in the early stage, a lot of women have exclusivity expectations off of men that they're just getting to know or just dating, right? Like you expect him to call you all the time. You expect him to take you out all the time. You expect him to pay bills for you. You expect him to help you in certain financial situations or dire situations. You expect him to introduce you to your family and things, or his family. You expect him to take you on trips and things like that. You expect him to do things that would happen in an exclusive relationship where you're only getting to know someone, right? So like in number 1, when you have those expectations, right? It's most likely because you have become exclusive with him. Even though he hasn't said or asked you to be exclusive, you've become exclusive with him. And so you put that pressure out there. So what I want all the women to do is to realize that you have to be accountable to yourself and realize that if I want to get a man to adore me and to be in a relationship with me and to commit to me, I have to take control of myself. I'm in control of my own happiness, right? And so what I want you to do is realize that until a man has asked you for your exclusivity, you are not exclusive. And therefore he doesn't owe you anything other than common courtesy, common respect, right? When you're together, you enjoy the moment, you're happy, you're excited, but when you're not together, you're focused on your own life, you're possibly dating other men, you're keeping your options open, you're going with the flow, right? You're not angry at him because he hasn't taken you on a date in 2 weeks. You're too busy with your own life, your own hobbies, right? Women have to separate their egos in dating. You have to realize that just as you are single, he's single. Just as he's single, you're single, right? And you're free to date other people, and please do. It will help you to not put so much pressure on this one man. Because when you put pressure on a man who hasn't signed up for that pressure, it automatically turns him off. He withdraws and he decides that you're not the woman for him. And you could possibly ruin a very good thing that could have blossomed into something if you were patient, right? And you allow yourself to let things flow as they should by keeping yourself busy and realizing that you are the source of your own happiness and involving yourself in self-love, right? So do not have expectations as above your level, right? So if you're just dating, don't have exclusivity expectations. If you're a boyfriend and girlfriend, don't have fiance expectations or wife expectations, right? As you should say, stay in your lane, stay where you are at. And always, always, always remember that just you don't owe him anything when you're just getting to know him, when you're just dating, and he doesn't owe you anything. And that will help you keep your ego in check. When you want to curse him out because you haven't heard from him in a couple of days, or because he hasn't taken you out, or because of this reason, or because of that reason, ask myself, am I exclusive with this man? Is this man my man? Does he owe me this? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. I would like him to do it, but he doesn't owe it to me. And even the same thing, even if this guy is your man, you still want to take it easy on expectations, because expectations are the fastest way to turn someone off, because they can turn into possession. You have expectations of someone and then you think you own them, right? Like, this person is supposed to do this for me. This person has to do this for me, right? This person is supposed to come and take my trash. This person is supposed to pay my bill if he cares about me. Like, that type of thing, you will run away a lot of good men. Okay? Remember, do not have expectations. Just enjoy whatever comes. And if it's what you want, and if he's treating you the way you want overall, then great. If he isn't, but not based on your expectations, but based on him overstepping boundaries that you have and being disrespectful to you, then you eliminate him. But if it's just, oh, he doesn't call me every day, or he doesn't take me out every day, remember, you're not his woman just yet. So he doesn't owe that to you. And remember, he's possibly dating other women, which is his right as a single man. So don't get in your ego about that. Do the same thing. Date other men, right? In this culture, like, women, I guess it's not this culture, but I guess it's just the nature of women to want to be exclusive to the first man that gives them any type of attention, to their detriment. And this is how they end up in the girlfriend trap and wasting years and years of their life, right? Stop giving your power away to men. Take it back. Being feminine is not about being a doormat. It's not about being a pick-me. It's not about being powerless. It's about owning your power and using it to magnetize men to you, right? Not you chasing them, not you being your ego about situations, right? It's about them coming to you on their own free will and their own merit. And that is the best for both of you guys. You will feel adored and they will feel respected. And that's everything in a relationship. Okay, so hopefully this video helped you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. One thing I do want to talk about in the comments is, have you ever made one of these? Have you ever made any of these mistakes? And if you have, what happened? Did you learn from it? Let's chat in the comments. If you are new to this channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I make a new video. And information about how to get more from me will be in the comments, such as my book, my Facebook group, all those things. If you want to work with me privately, all the information will be in the comments. So please like, subscribe. Alrighty, have a good day, ladies. Bye-bye.